Haizhen log 70. What do you do when you don't want to show up? This is what I'm thinking about today. I feel like I'm in a space of hesitation where I'm not necessarily waiting for the next step or waiting for something to happen before I take the next step. I'm thinking even about day to day, like my next appointment on the calendar, my next meeting, doing the thing, sitting down, writing, posting on social, writing scripts, uploading, doing all of these things. And right now I'm in a space where I just don't want to do any of it. So what do? I think that there's two things that I'm realizing. One is I'm continuing to be a little bit unorganized. It feels like there's a lot of plates spinning, a lot of balls up in the air. And being able to see all of them is helpful, would be helpful. I actually started using the Freeform app on iOS. And basically it's an endless canvas. What I've been doing with my work tasks is to put them on sticky notes. So in real life, like in physical life, I actually write a lot of notes on sticky notes, and I find that that's helpful to focus down on specific things that I need to get done that day. And sometimes like those sticky notes pile up, like I have a stack of them sitting on my desk with various notes. And sometimes after a certain amount of time, I don't even look back at them because they've been sitting there for long enough that they're either done with or finished. And there's a limit in terms of physical space of where I can store all of these notes. I know I've seen some people put it up on a wall so that they can see all of the things that are going on and maybe like draw connections between them. So like I'm finding that Freeform is a similar type of vibe where I can have all the sticky notes up and rearrange them and put them in some kind of order. Right now I'm using it mainly for to-do tasks. And that's been good. It's been a good way of seeing all of the different things that are kind of being juggled up in the air. And where I'm at with organizing that, I haven't fully put everything down there, even in the sphere of just work. So it's just interesting to see like all the different sticky notes, all of the different things that are going on. It's helpful to categorize them and use colors and to see things at a high level. I like having that bird's eye view. I'm beginning to move this over into work as well as into the rest of my life, because I think that it would be helpful for me to see everything. It's like that observer effect of when you see something, it becomes real. Or I should say it becomes more real, because when you see it for the first time just in your mind, it's real in a sense that you've experienced and had some kind of interaction with it. Like I can think of the different course outlines that I've created for Haizhen and the different ideas that I've come across, some that have come and then just left because they left before I had a chance to write them down. And then others I've written down, and I was using the Notes app on my phone as well before, but then those get lost easily because then it's all hidden away. And after organizing my space, what I realized is I didn't have a system to organize my space. I didn't have a place for the things that I needed to work in my space. And I'm comparing that to, say, the pharmacy dispensary, where I used to own and manage. And everything that was there had a purpose, so that it was easy there to organize that space because there were certain tools that were needed for the work and only a certain limited scope of things that happen. What happens in my office at home is there's a lot of things going on. There's home, there's work, there's Haizhen, and then there's just free time, fun time. So it's like all of these layers overlapping. So beginning to like tease them out doesn't necessarily change what exists in there overall, but having a clearer path just provides easier access to different things and gives that nice overview so that I can see what's going on. When I can't see what's going on, I think that's okay, because I have to accept where I'm at right now and to push through, to keep going at just trying to make something happen. I can see that it will lead to burnout. So I'm embracing this pause right now to take some time. And I think I've been doing this just as a byproduct of how I've been working. I've slowed down a little and began to organize my work and my thinking. And for many of you who are already organized, I wonder if you're in a situation where your life is either very static or very chaotic, and you found a way of coping with it. If you're living in a chaotic life like I am, you may have had to put a lot of work into creating that system for yourself. And then the other side of it is, if your life is static, how long has it been that way? Have you been living in that state and accepting it as this is just the way that it will be from now on? And that's nice in a way, because there's less tension as you move through your day-to-day. I think what I need to do now is just simply make those small steps. Focus on the next thing that's coming up. Get that done. And the next thing that's coming up is really laying it all out. I've done my best to lay it all out before, and sometimes I still see blind spots. So I'm leaning into this more free-form, a little bit more chaotic of an organization system. And I think that once I get to a place that I like, it might be interesting to share that out. I'm curious how the rest of you out there stay organized, stay on top of things, or if you're like me at times when there's too much going on, overwhelmed. And know that even when you are in that space of overwhelm, it's all going to be okay. Things are happening as they need to. End transmission.